Alright, my framing is out by just a little bit. Alright, we'll see how that works out. So, for anyone who likes to watch my channel, they understand that I like to boot the equipment up in the process of, on the camera, just to show, is it easy to use, is it reliable, that sort of stuff. So I'll turn the telly on now. The light went off a second ago when I woke up my controllers. Let's wake the console up. Take the power away from this little thing. Hang on, there we go. Push. Yes. So I should be able to do that. Audio. And hit a magic button. Okay, so the mixing levels are going to be out. For that I can only apologise. Just a temporary setup I've got going. I'm needing to use 2 boxes up front. Oh no! Okay, so I've run my cable through my lights and through my headphones. Oh my lord. That's what happens after a few days of playing. I guess everything gets tangled. But if you're going to have an issue, that's a fair issue to have. If you don't do your end of day maintenance and put stuff away. That I've just been toying in the audio zone for the last day or so, and so everything's gotten crisscrossed. Lots of rewiring I have done. That's why today's video, I can't put headphones on. The volume level is going to be where it's at. You probably won't hear me talk because it's all a bit loud. But hopefully we'll wind up with a really clean audio feed for in-game sounds. Alright. So less talking from me, more using for the... That button there should wake this up. Seems to get everything working in one go. Okay. Duka duka. Play zone, should be this zone here. Should be quite happy, yes. This is as clear as I can get. And beautiful. It's had to load up from the get-go. I thought I would continue my save game where I was in a dungeon. So there we go, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 people who will probably come at me if I move very much. Weapons going on. Yes, there's about 4 characters just in this area that just want to kill me, taking a portal a little bit of a dungeon. It's a very low level area, pretty easy to do. Anyone watching this can see that the beautiful lighting in the game. That's where it's at. Oh, physics are so good. Have we? So there seems to be a good little bit of duck and weave built by these guys. That's good. That doesn't get old. Naim's got a bit down there. vision. Oh, you got me. This has some really good damage reduction on something goes for a certain amount that doesn't really show. Almost see the frame where the computer is thinking what's the next move that this guy's going to do. Exposed, I will make use of the gap. Ah. Right, so anyone watching might have seen a little flare go up. That should be a level up in here somewhere. Probably Dex went up. My guess is that's a Dex-based weapon, so by using my Dex-based weapon, my Dex is going up. My shield is strength-based, so anytime I'm using my shield, my strength is going up. Alright. What have we got? A Morgenstern, I should say. Morgenstern. Good Morgenstern. Yes, yes. Kills skeletons and zombies very well. Ah. Oh wow! I picked up his limb with his weapon in it. I want to. That gives me extra swing, doesn't it? Right, so what? Okay, so I can hit with it, that's groovy. Put my regular weapons away. Now I'm going to wield, I've got like a longsword that isn't a longsword. Doesn't do a lot of Again. Oh, it's a good one to throw. Love it. Pick up his head. Yes, I can pick up his head. No, maybe I'm not strong enough to throw it. Oh, got his attention. Didn't get a weapon. Do it. Yep. Okay, he was polite enough to patiently wait, maybe. The sense of reach is spot on. Like when he just leans back to get out of the range of my weapon, he's right. It's just out of the reach unless I step forward at the same time. It's the right way of doing things. Oh, I like the lighting shining through there. That looks really nice. So I think when I first came here, this was a level 5 zone. And because now my character level must be level 10, when I come here, it now levels up this area to be the level 10 equivalent of this zone. So I'm expecting there's going to be a few more enemies. It might be a bit harder. I don't really need to stop by the fire. I like the way the light catches the metal. The new textures on the new metals, the armors and whatnot is fantastic. Right, so last time I played through this zone substantially, I was a magic wielder. Didn't really go toe to toe with anything. What I actually found is I was losing my skill set for melee. I was getting out of the practice, out of the habit, and that's where it really confirms the Dark Soulsiness of it. Because you are learning a repetition or a routine in combat that works. What's consistently more reliable that allows me to have my life. Do in any video game. It just makes this one perfect. Because unlike Skyrim, the combat's very boring in Skyrim, I find. Quite a few RPGs. You play and you just imagine the world as the way you want it to be, and you put up with some subpar game systems because there's so few games like this. So I can't vouch for this game's story. I myself think the world is very immersive. I'm loving the story so far, but I've played it for hundreds of hours. I can't really vouch if the story is the selling point. But what I do get with this game, I don't have across any other RPG I've played, except for Dragon's Dogma, which is an RPG light at the best. A good fight system in an RPG is fantastic. And I mean, I've played RPGs over the years with fight systems, but none like this. Where every swing you care about and matters. I guess 700. But my enhanced weapons made this area a lot easier. So running through here as a level 5 character with lesser class equipment, or running through here as a level 10 character, or 12, or whatever I am, with the better equipment is definitely working for me. And very rewarding when the angle of impact has a result on the ragdoll. Like, you know, this is good old Diamond Sword realised, where instead of having to learn some esoteric mouse movement, like a J hook or something to make your sword swing a particular way, here it's very logical for your brain to realise, well, if I just move my hand to there and I'm holding a sword that way, my blade will stick out at that angle and I will hurt accordingly. I'm trying to come up with words to describe very basic actions of just moving one hand, the locomotion of the body movement. Yeah, when the combat system isn't learning a complex series of buttons, it really is just moving your hand around. Freestyle. All makes sense. But I should progress into harder areas of the game. I've cleared this dungeon out now in multiplayer and single player with this character. Possibly more than once. Plus. And really that should be playing a Diablo type game on a loot search. But I would argue I come in here to experience the game, as I say, every bit of combat. Double swing, did he? Okay, finally I've lost a little bit of life. I can see there's a little bit of a black bar just on the tip of my red bar. So basically I've upped my armor class from about 2 to about 5. So the damage they must have been doing must have been in the ballpark of 5 or 7, and that damage reduction being majority of what they're doing to me, I'm not really seeing much in the way of damage. So yeah, I've over-leveled past any difficulties to be found in this area. Go to the Goblin Cave now. That'll give me a run for my mate. I might even be able to survive a few fights. Oh, I'm going to leave his body in the wild, in the bushes, in the rough. Yeah, with fireballs and lightning bolts along here is quite fun. Weakening all the enemies and driving them getting to you. Yes, there is a real element of this game of using the objects to your advantage. Right, so my sound's coming from over here, so I'm just going to reface over here. right, there we go. So I haven't got my fan on. Normally I'd have a fan just off to the side, it blows air through the middle of my play zone, and it allows me to step back, forward, left, right, into that gust of air, and I know exactly where I am in my room. At the moment, because I'm not wearing headphones, my sound's coming from some speakers, allows me to know what's going on. Alright. First, I have keys. Alright, well, I don't really know what I'm doing there. Beaten by a treasure chest. Oh. Let me lift the... Not sure. Right. Not sure being the legendary name of the main character of the movie Idiocracy. First name not, surname sure, not sure. Great movie if you haven't seen it. Idiocracy. I think might be by the dude who did Office Space. Basically shows a future where the world's scientists focus on the pressing needs of whatever generates money. In our world, video games, plastic surgery, that sort of stuff, medicine. And then if we follow the path we're on, what will happen, most likely? It's a great sci-fi slash fun. Anyway, nothing to do with this video. Got a few more elements needed for potions. Bits gathering. Yeah, I'm out here. I wish I could tap my bloody sword to make noise on my own weapon. So, I got that little burst of light going around me, and I was using my shield at the time, shield being the strength-based weapon. I believe I've gone up a strength point. Strength point, gone up, there we go. Intellect to be next, must be every other level. Get one of these, so my available points have to spend on luck. Alright, so that's a bit of a dungeon run. I can look down to the next zone. See the challenge get progressively harder. Now that it's a level 10 dungeon, the big bad skeleton down there might be bigger and badder. Not something I look forward to. He's big enough and bad enough already. A lot of RPGs I play, I'm not one who wants the game developers to put in 1,000 barrels that reward you by breaking them. If they don't reward you enough, you won't spend your entire game playing the mini game of can I break stuff? Which is good. I don't like having to walk to every nook and cranny of the place. Rare and special item. Only can do something. I'd rather do it through gameplay. And walking into corners and breaking barrels isn't my idea of perfect gameplay.
if they're in my path, I'll grab them, I guess. But that's why they were all there intact still at the end of the dungeon run. And yeah, I like it when game developers do. Make every single barrel contain gold, such that every single time you see a barrel, you feel compelled that you have to do it. Otherwise, you're ripping your character off with potential growth and development. Anyway, save. Right, some progress made there. No, put it back to there. Inventory. Starting to get full. So, end of day item management, I suppose, is to go to a table and do your micromanaging, selecting them and selling them as need be. So that club isn't anything special. That's doing a lot of damage. Excellent. And whatever's left I can put into storage. Right, so the storage isn't full. Sold off my bits and pieces, grab some more alchemy inventories, make potions and stuff. All rested and leveled. So I would call that a mini play session. I've gained some progress and saved it. So I can either push in here in single player mode and do a harder version of a dungeon I've basically already cleared. Might have missed a pathway or two. I can go looking for hiddens and breakables and whatnot. I've already found some stuff in here. Which makes me feel like I've in some ways exhausted this dungeon quite well. Loving the lighting. Everything about this game is just fantastic. Feels like too small a play session. I'd love to continue over to the Goblin Zone, but it doesn't seem I can save in field and have it resume. So, well... I like that. If I go here, it should go... Oh. Ah, okay, so it remembers in the dungeon that I've made it to here. And I can come in straight here, which is still at the midpoint of the dungeon. Means I'm about to get my arse home to me, just outside this door here. Well, these are higher level barrels than the ones in the entranceway, so let's see if they've got a better treasure table. Oh dear. Alright, well I'm glad it now remembers that. So here, running around with magic is just fun. Just throw fireballs at everything and whatnot. Okay, and so just down there is the high level fight with the high level skeleton, which I was hoping to avoid. Up that ledge there was where I was a moment ago, taking out those last two skeletons before I turned around and walked back to the campsite. So this here saves me walking down a big ladder, fighting about 20 or 30 undead, some of which are very high level. Because I've done that previously and opened up this room, I've got a checkpoint, particularly a little bit further in. The developers really know what they're doing. They have made a game that plays like RPGs like you'd want them to. Alright, so I am now just going to do a quick save there, leave the game just as it is, ready to return to. So ideally by doing that. So that there is a small play session of Legendary Tales. Is it worth playing for such a small amount of time? Yes it is. Highly addictive. Look, I've had to put the aircon on here. The weather is middle of summer, it's quite warm. We've had a lot of 40 degrees Celsius days plus. It's over 100 on the needle in Fahrenheit. So being inside and just resting is excellent. Being in the aircon, but I find that where in the past the most physical games were the ones that made me need to
put the cooling on and be in a cool zone while playing. Legendary Tales has me at that level. You know, it's like your synth riders or, you know, Pistol Whip or something that gets you really going. I get that nice facial sweat going. So this is a great game, great immersive, very compelling, very addictive. And any chance I can get, even prior to having breakfast today, you know, can I play for 15 minutes? Well, the answer is yes. Yeah, if you purchase the game, you can play whenever you want, for as long as you want, till your legs give out on you, and then you just want to come back to it tomorrow. So Legendary Tales, I think it's a great title. If there's not enough footage on the net for it and you're just out there looking to consume more, look, here is some. And thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one.